We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Pirates Baseball on the Show. Next. Number 64 will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, Dero, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 at this homestand.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, taking a look at the research packet and now taking a look at the lineup. This team has to know one thing. Do not make this a bullpen game. They have to attack the starter, be aggressive in the early innings, and try and manufacture a few runs, because if this becomes a bullpen game, they are in trouble. They have monsters lurking behind those walls.
The average for him at 267 on the year. 13 home runs and 34 driven in. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
I got the count 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Two out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. That almost left the stadium. That's in the deep seats. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, and they take the lead.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He'll start this one at 269. 16 homers and the RBI count at 35.
Nope,
pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
21.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Into the box, Heat Armstrong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And there's ball 2 now. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Drew Smyly gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. I mean, he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one. He threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Stepping in, Brian Reynolds. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch.
That's a
Ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
You know, walking around the cage before BP, Matty, one thing jumped out at me. This team's last in runs, and when you look at the lineup, they are well aware of it. They don't want to create that clubhouse divide where it's pitching staff on one side of the room and offense on the other, and the pitchers feel like they have to be perfect all the time. This offense is better than this, and it has to start today.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Smyly peers in and delivers. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Line toward right center. Armstrong is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They still trail 1-0. Second inning set to go, and next to hit is the catcher, Yan Gomes.
Yan Gomes.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. To short. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
In now, Miles Mastrobuoni. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Slow little grounder left side. On to first, and there were 2 down. Now to the plate, Mike Tauchman. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Pitch on the way. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. At the plate, Henry Davis. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
The right fielder, Henry.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Miguel Andujar. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Tauchman is there, 2 down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
In now, Connor Jones, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Smyly gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Jones Stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. The 2-1 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Nick Gonzalez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. 1-0. Here it is. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Jones at second with 2 down. 2-1. (3-1) the count to the Pirates shortstop. Jason DeLay would be next. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Striding in, Jason DeLay, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Popped him up. Mastrobuoni over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Pirates strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Drew Smyly, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. 3rd inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. At the plate, Ian Happ. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. (3-1) to the Cubs left fielder.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. So it's ball 4.
The shortstop,
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, The first
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. Here's the first pitch to him. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
At the plate, Jeimer Candelario. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Popped him up. Delay is there. And that retires the side. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, number 64. He's ready for his first AB here in this one.
64.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Ready for another chance? Brian Reynolds. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Reynolds has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. In the air out to right. Tachman is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now back, second baseman.
Riding in once again, Peguero. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Called strike 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Scorched to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Pete Armstrong is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Two and one after the foul ball there. '50th pitch of the game on its way.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Reined in. And that's the first out.
Now that second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miles Mastrobuoni. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Tauchman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And that misses up and in, 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Comes back with a dandy of a curveball there, and it's a full count, 3-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Fouled off. One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in. The next 3-2. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Into the box, Drew Smyly, as he runs up to bunt but can't make contact. That's strike one.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in a game and then mount a comeback.
To second for one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat. But that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. As a look, now the pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there, base hit. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Softly on a line to third. That's in there. Base hit. Smyly ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, Cody Bellinger.
You'd have thought someone had a radar gun on him with the effort he put into that throw. That's a cannon of an arm right there.
So here's Cody Bellinger, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Bellinger hits a little over the 270 mark. 0-1, here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 runs already home here. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cubs are on top 4-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go as the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
First pitch of the at-bat. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Outside, 3-0 now. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Henry Davis. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And he misses with it, 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2 ball.
Miguel Andujar will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Cubs lead it 4-0. Ready now, Jeimer Candelario. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says the third base umpire Patrick Johnson. It's ball 1. The 1-2.
Nope. Outside.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or two.
Good battle. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly, and the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Digging in once again, Pete Armstrong. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
One out, nobody on. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Strike swinging, chased a high one there. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Reynolds comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. So stepping in, Yan Gomes. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And it's quickly 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs. So he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, No shortstop.
Stepping into the box, Nick Gonzalez. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Armstrong is there. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 55.
Now at the plate, Jason DeLay. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. DeLay is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2017.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
This one's flared toward left center. In there, a base hit. Rodriguez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 25.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 264 is average entering play. 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit, a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
3-1 the count now. Smyly comes set. Here comes the pitch. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The center fielder.
Up next for the Buccos, Brian Reynolds. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. 1-0 the count. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Buck. Andre Jackson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Miles Mastrobuoni. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Mastrobuoni, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the 14th round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Mike Tauchman is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
And he misses 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4. And now the Cubs pitcher, Drew Smyly. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And look out. Oh, that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there.
This pitch just misses a bit inside and catches him about mid-thigh. That's the meaty part of the leg, so as soon as the initial pain wears off, he should be just fine.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ian Happ checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. First and second now, 1 man out. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Line toward right center, and that's going to get down out there. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
This is skied out toward right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. Throw back to second. So striding forward now, Lee Higuero. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Ke'Bryan Hayes stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate now, Henry Davis, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. Line drive to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 7th inning ready to roll, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jeimer Candelario will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
First pitch on its way. Jeimer Candelario is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Well, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high. The
1-2.
That's ball 2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Colin Selby comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Pete Armstrong will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Hayes is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Up next to the Cubs.
The next Cub up, Yan Gomes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Popped him up. Hayes ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Up next to the Cubs, the second baseman.
Now at the plate, Miles Mastrobuoni. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now. From the belt, the pitch, and he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Last half of the 7th here, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And he fouls this one off. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Armstrong is right there, 1 down.
The batter.
Now in the box, Connor Jones. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Nick.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fly ball out toward left center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They still find them. Coming to the plate now, Mike Tauchman. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Reynolds is on the move for it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The pitcher,
So here now is the pitcher, Drew Smyly. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. He's set, and the pitch. Soft grounder left side. Knee high, he barehands it. It's in time. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ian Happ. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch on its way. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Andujar is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Jason DeLay.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Bay will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now batting, Brian Reynolds. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Number 35 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Dansby Swanson. First offering on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. And he puts it on the ground to second. And there's one down now. The Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Jeimer Candelario. It was a walk in his last trip. In there, and it's 0-1. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Squared that one up just a little late. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Settling in now, Pete Armstrong, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. One and 1 to count. Men on third with 2 down. line towards center field. Reynolds is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. All set for the bottom of the ninth, and set to go is the second baseman, Lee Peguero. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. 0-1, here's the pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Stepping in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch on its way. And with one out in the ninth, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the ninth inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the ninth inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
The 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, D-Bro, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the wind-up most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
So digging in now, Henry Davis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Too low, 1-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Miguel Andujar.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. He's right there. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Drew Smyly earns his 8th victory of the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Pirates, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.